It would be lovely to win the Woolavington. It's been a while since I've won it.
I think it's a wide open race.
You know, we're taking a chance.
She's working extremely well, and we're expecting a big run.
She's going to be very competitive on Saturday.
I think Greyville will suit her much better.
We're going into the race with hope.
And I've got a ticket, and that's all we need.
The scratching of pre-race favourite Reignin Holland has thrown the Woolavington 2000 wide open. With a range of form and a big differential in merit ratings, it could be anyone's race. Let's look at how the market sees it. Race favourite and three-time winner Silver Darling made her champion season debut in the WSB Fillies Guineas 3 weeks ago.
I'm very impressed the way Silver Darling has taken to Natal. She's loving it up here. Her run in the Guineas was just a prep for the Woolavington. On paper, you can see that the mile is far too short for her. She ran on beautifully and has come on more than any horse in my yard, to be honest. And I expect a very good run from her. I think punters can be assured that she's in good form and she'll run her race. If she's good enough and Grant puts in the right position, I think we can see a big run from her.
The athletic Perfect Witness finished third to Reignin Holland in the Wilgerbosdrift SA Fillies Classic and finished second to her again in the Grade 2 Gerald Rosenberg last month.
On Saturday, I ride Perfect Witness in the Woolavington. I think she's going to enjoy the Greyville track. She's a wonderful filly, and I like her because she's maturing nicely. She's getting better with every run. She's getting stronger. She's taking more work, and Candice is very happy with her back at home. I think from the draw 2, she's going to be very competitive on Saturday. You know, last start she ran a great second behind Reignin Holland, and the run before that was a great third in the Fillies Classic. So form is there. Let's just hope she travels well, and I'm sure she's going to be very competitive.
The highest merit-rated filly on 110 is the Group 3 placed Marigold Hotel. Seen sprinting up in March, she goes 400 metres further than what she's raced over before, but has the advantage of Barrier Gate 1.
I'm very pleased with the prep for Marigold Hotel. Everything's gone smoothly. She had a good gallop last week. She's moving really well. Good draw, top jockey, third run after the rest. So if she's good enough and she sees out the trip, I think she's got a massive chance.
The beautiful Kailene has come to hand this racing season, with 2 good graded stakes runs coming into this race.
When Sean Tarry's filly came out of the race, we became very competitive, because you're obviously got to be very careful. You know, when you get a filly that's so highly rated and you run right on top of them, your ratings go sky high and you don't even earn a check. So it is difficult, and that's why these Group 1s are getting smaller and smaller, because if there's something that's really good at the top, you find that the guys that were going to run just decide not to because of the handicapper. But Don Gullif last time out, and he said, look, we've got to try the 2000 because she settles, you know, she likes to just, you know, roll along and bowl along. I think the biggest problem in a small field like this Group 1 is the pace. Kailene might find herself out in front. It won't be a problem because she does switch off. Look, it is obviously the first time 2,000 metres. I don't see why she shouldn't. She's by Jackson. She's out of a mare that got a good, you know, a stiff mile in group company. It would be lovely to win the Woolavington. It's been a while since I've won it.
Light of the Moon flourished over the Highveld autumn season, finishing second in the Wilgerbosdrift SA Oaks. She's since come out and won over 2-4 at the Vaal and could be anything in the Woolavington.
We do have a good draw. We've got MUZI on. This time it's a 2,000. We're coming back from a 2-4. A couple of strong contenders. If you look at the tippings and you look at the betting, you'll see that it looks like 2 different races. Luckily, we never planned to run in this race, as Reignin Holland was supposed to run there. With her being scratched, we decided to nominate. The nice part is we had about 5 weeks leading up to the Durban Oaks, the race we were planning for. And I took it easy the first week, just to freshen her up and build on that. Probably worked out very well now going for 2,000 to have a little bit fresher for the race. Not a horse that you can go and work. She doesn't show anything on the track, but on form, must be in with a chance. And let's hope it works out for us. Besides that, horse is fit and well, and we're in boots and all.
Sprinkles ran second to Rain and Holland in the first two legs of the Triple Tiara,
Sprinkles runs on for second, perfect witness third.
before finishing just out of the placings in her next two graded race starts.
We've got Sprinkles running in the Woolavington 2000 on Saturday. She's doing extremely well. We've put a pair of blinkers on her to help her concentrate. She's still very immature and likes to run around in the races a bit. She's working extremely well, and we're expecting a big run.
Those who have won the Woolavington 2000 are amongst some of the best fillies to have raced in this country. Silvano's Pride in 2019, Summer Pudding in 2020, and War of Athena last year. They are not only top class, but have great paddock value as broodmares once their racing days are over. But back to the runners in this year's field. Listed East Coast Oaks winner Bye Bombshell has a lot to do from Barrier Gate 11.
Bye Bombshell has arrived in Natal. She came straight into the Durban season from Cape Town. She put up a very nice, useful gallop at Kenilworth. She hasn't been to Greyville, which is always a little bit of a concern, but she did race at Fairview on a right-hand turn, seemed to have no problems. She's a strong, improving filly, and if all goes well, maybe she can run into the places and, like everyone else in the race, hopefully earn some Group 1 black tie.
With their first Grade 1 runner, there's much excitement in the Badenhorst Kennedy camp with Cape Town Beauty, who attempted to make it 4 in a row with her last start.
She was going into the race pretty fit and well, and Warren Roder reported back that she was not herself, that she was very flat during the race. We took bloods the next day, and it came back that her white blood cell the count was very low. So she was harboring some sort of a virus. Yeah, we've treated her with antibiotics that week, and took her bloods again on Friday, and they're all spot on again. So yeah, she's doing well. But that run, I think we just draw a line through it completely. It is a big step up in class. She did nothing wrong. Her 3 wins, she won as she liked. She never got a smack her last 3 wins. We're taking a chance. We're not going to know how good she is standing in the box. We're drawn 3. Look, to her it doesn't really matter. She's a bit sluggish when she jumps out the gates. I think if Calvin just has her about midfield, I'll be happy.
Juliet Tango saw her merit rating jump to 98 after a good second to meet at the George in her last start.
Juliet Tango, we're really happy with her preparation coming into the race. She had a bit of a break during the 3-year-old campaign in Joburg and missed out on those features. But we found that the break actually did her the world of good. She's really matured and strengthened up into quite a nice filly. We decided to bring her down to KZN for a prep run because there wasn't much available here in the Highveld. And she took that run and travelled exceptionally well. Her preparation going into the Woolavington we're quite pleased with. Obviously the distance is a big question mark, so other than her being well and us thinking that, looking at her progress plate run and her running well above where her rating is at the moment, that she warrants a good place in the race. Our biggest question mark is she going to see the trip out, but we're excited to see how she performs in this company.
Monashada brings race form from Fairview, where she's been based since February.
Second place to Monashada.
She's doing well. She's had 2 nice runs in PE. She ran second in the Fillies Oaks down in PE, and then she ran 4th in the Colts Derby. The thing is with Fairview, the straight's quite long, and she's a filly with a short run in, so I think Greyville will suit her much better, being a short run in. And she travelled down last Wednesday. Lunga does a good job down there, and she's looking fine. She settled in well, eating up. So very happy with her going into the race on Saturday. Francie knows her well from PE, and I think she just needs a type of filly, just needs some cover and held up for a run, because as I said, she's got a short run in. I think she'll run a decent race.
On a merit rating of 79 and jumping from the widest draw of all, Lilybell faces a tough task.
Michelle, obviously we've thrown in the deep end. Our plan was always the guineas and then this race, and unfortunately we didn't learn too much in the guineas. It was a slow run race and turned into a sprint, and she found traffic problems, but the positive, she ran to the line and look, she's in a good space, and obviously realistically she's got it all to do with the rating and obviously the depth of the field. But look, we're going into the race with hope, and if you don't have a ticket, you don't have a chance, the old saying. But like I say, we're just hoping to get a bit of luck from the draw and she can run on to the best of her ability.
Dual winner Aerial View comes into the race having won last time out over 1900 metres. Although she's won on the grass over a mile, she has much to do off a rating of 76.
She won a 1900 on the poly and she stays very well. She's working very nicely and she's run well at Greyville, so that's all we need. I think it's a wide open race. Whether she's good enough, we'll have to find out on Saturday, but she's certainly working well enough to run her place.
And you've got a ticket.
And I've got a ticket, and that's all we need.
With so many in with chances, it's a race not to miss. Thank you for watching, and if you've enjoyed this preview, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and hit that subscribe button on YouTube whilst you're about it.